right? We're making some progress. Not sure what kind of Tech Tuesday this is going to be. We're thankfully busy. Not complaining that we're busy, but sometimes everything happens at once and you can't just get everything done like that. There is a process. And there's certainly amount of time dedicated to a lot of these projects. This is the, as I referred to last week, I've got kids, so I call it the Build-A-Bear project for Paul in Kansas. And I wish Chuck had the car down. We've got the engine cover on already, and the clear cover and the engine cover and the billet bars that he got from Paragon. Those are pretty cool. These are just part of them. Oh, this is for another vehicle. There was a big stack, so half the stack is good. We've got some stuff from ACS in here. We got wings and splitters and stuff from AMT in here. See, you can see Paul was nice. Had this all wrapped up. You guys saw that before in my office. Some of the stuff is still wrapped up. We got the Boiler exhaust. That's going to sound fantastic. Can't wait to share that with you guys. This is from Chevy, the Stingray R hood graphics. That's going to go on. So as much as we can share with you to show you all these great things that he did to the car, even after it's done, when Paul's here for delivery, I'll make sure I share that with you. But I thought it would be great to share some of the process as Chuck put the stuff on. Okay, so I think we've got some heat shields. See what I mean? When the car's up in the air like this, can you guys even see that? If I move right, and if you're down low behind another C8 Corvette and you see that silver back there, there's a black heat shield that Paragon sells. It's a Corsa brand heat shield, so it actually serves a great purpose as blocking heat, but I like it because it's all black back there, and you know, once you see that, you can't unsee it. That just kind of there. Okay, he's back at the station. Don't poke the bear that's working on the Build-A-Bear project. Hello, Chuck. A couple of people have been stopping by. You had some clients here the other day from Wisconsin on the way to the Bash event at Bowling Green. Had some service done. I've got the couple of bags here for you. A guy from Ontario, Canada stopped by. Really? And he says, well, guess what bag is for Chuck and which one's for you? And I saw the blue bag and I said, well, probably the blue bag's for me. And Jason said, just in case you wanted to know, there's a star on Chuck's bag for the star of Tech Tuesday.
Of course there is.
See what you guys have created? See what you've done? I've got to deal with this every day. You see the finished product on the channel.
No. You created the monster.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I love it. It's great. We're having so much fun with you guys. Once again, I want to apologize to everybody that we did business with recently that has to wait an extended amount of time. You want to talk about a tidal wave? We just had a Corvette tidal wave. We had 3 Corvette truckloads come in, 2 within the last week of the month, and a lot of them, a ton of them, not all of them, Build-A-Bear projects such as Paul's, but a lot of them do have accessories, which Chuck is getting ready to do. And Chuck, I hate to quote you, but, and we're not trying to be funny because I feel bad that these people waiting longer than we would like them to, but do you want it done right or do you want it done right now?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're buried.
Well,
I haven't seen you this busy in a long time, dude.
Well, yeah, I just like to thank GM for 16 Corvettes in 2 days.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Gave us nothing all month, and I was like, bam, here you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So no official Tech Tuesday this week or next week. If we do an upload on a Tuesday, we're going to reciprocate with a beautiful ride segment. That's coming up here in just a minute, man. I got some more. I get excited every week showing off your cars. These are some good-looking cars. And we have one more Timber. I know, she's hot, man.
Oh, yeah!
So I wanted you guys to see firsthand that he is really, truly buried, and it's not just the initial PDI. It is the accessories, and it's the time.
I got
and
a
it's
wall full over there.
Well, you know, it's not just the new car stuff that you're doing, too, because you'll start on one, and then you got to stop, and he's getting pulled off, and he's got to do driving stuff that he's got to take care of. And other appointments, you know, this guy's been waiting almost 10 days for tires and so forth. So it is tough. It is that tidal wave. It's tough for one guy. So we really are doing all we can. So I wanted to acknowledge that. I feel so bad for a lot of good people that are waiting, but
Oh, me too.
they understand that.
I don't want to keep their car here any longer when I have to.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because you said that before. Yeah, I don't want it here any longer than it has to be. That's exactly right. That's a good point. So
I want them to have it.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can. Thanks for the understanding. And through all this and through the delays as we try to get these ready, all of these people have been very understanding, and I do appreciate that very much. Hey everybody, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us and spending some time with us tonight. Boy, we've got a lot to catch up on in regards to Corvette. Tonight we're going to talk about the 2024 changes, some additional stuff we didn't know until the recent NCM Bash event. Also want to share with you guys again one more time a little piece of feedback on my recent drive to the NCM Motorsports Park, and really I figured it out. I keep watching the PDR footage. What I did wrong. I did exactly what I told you not to do. And you guys gave me a couple of great ideas for the next time, and there will be a next time that I drive the Z06 down there. But tonight won't be a normal Tech Tuesday, partly because it's Wednesday. We've been so busy, and I missed you guys. I really missed you guys. And you won't know to what degree I was upset that I wasn't at the Corvette Museum Bash event. This is the first time ever that I missed it. We had 2 full truckloads of Corvettes show up at the very end of the month, because for me, the NCM Bash event is a great networking and a marketing tool a lot of times, and this year was no different. You pick up information in person that hasn't been printed yet for the next model year Corvette. But we were there in spirit. A couple of people stopped by the dealership on the way down to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I want to thank right here our super fan, Margaret. She was a volunteer for the National Corvette Museum store, and she was enjoying some of the new colors for 2024. And our cool dude from Nova Scotia, there's Ivan Hines, sporting the Rick Corvette Conti Stop Dreaming, Start Driving hat. He actually made that for us first, and he's got my Zora shirt on. Ivan, thank you so much for all the support and your generosity. And our customer, Mike from Ohio, who said the things we do on this channel has changed his outlook of Corvette ownership. We've inspired him to do things in a Corvette that he never thought he would ever do, and there he is driving a Z06 on the track at the NCM Motorsports Park. Mike, I can't wait to hear the feedback. I'll see you at Corvettes of Corsa, if not sooner. And I got to thank, in those 2 truckloads, I got to thank a lot of the customers that got all their vehicles secure as we prepare the readiness for your deliveries. Thank you so much, because it's not what it was 5 or 6 years ago. Allocations are on a daily clock, and everything is so sensitive, so timely, so stressful. But thank you, everybody. But I want to take a moment and acknowledge these customers, some of which you'll see on the channel in future uploads. One guy we'll talk about again is the Build-A-Bear project for Paul in Kansas. That's still not done, almost. Also, Steven is getting a beautiful 70th anniversary Z06 convertible in Illinois. Tim in Florida, thank you for your business. More business out of San Antonio, Texas. Lou, your car's going to be shipping here soon. Beth and Mark from northern Wisconsin. I think you still have snow up there, don't you? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not going to mention her for privacy, but we're going to share her car, and a combo I didn't think would work, I think works. And it's going to be maybe a one of one. It's going to be pretty unique. I think you guys will actually enjoy it, even though we made fun of that color at the beginning of its inception here for C8. Carl in Ohio, thank you for your business. Chris in Michigan, thanks for your friendship and your continued business. I'll see you soon. Jeff in also northern Wisconsin is coming down later this week. Andrew in eastern Pennsylvania. Steve in Indiana. Mark and his wife just picked up their car at the National Corvette Museum. Paul and his family and his daughter Catherine, they're about to get their car at the National Corvette Museum next Friday, and we're going to be there with them. Yeah, I can't wait to share that with you guys. And Jerry and Jane, continued customers from Indiana, they're about to pick up a beautiful 70th anniversary coupe in white pearl. It is great to see you guys tonight. You do spend a lot of time on our channel, so thank you again for joining us. And before it's all over, I'm going to show off your beautiful ride. So a lot to catch up on with Corvette. One of the neat things I love is the stats that they share at the Bash event. And again, I am so mad that I was not down there with you guys this year. But what they had said, through late March, any order at 3,000 status or higher, and orders that have been built already, so the 3,000 status cars, they're going to get built, it's just a matter of when, puts them at 40,562 cars for production. And what did I tell you on this channel on February 3rd? But where we're at right now is pretty darn good. They're on pace right now to do 40 to 43,000 cars for 2023. Like I said, it doesn't feel like that, does it? And shortly after that video, people said, hey, Rick, you might want to adjust those numbers. There was parts issues, there was plant shutdowns, but I was looking at the big picture. So we were right on the mark, but now they've extended production through September 1st. They will hit that 43, over 45,000 C8s for 2023. That's a good thing, because it's a good car. So again, out of those 40,562 cars, 94% were Stingrays. Only 6% or Z06, a far cry from the 30% they intended to build for 2023. But again, it's not over just yet, so that number will creep up just a little bit, and we'll keep you up to date once it's all said and done. Some of the neat information that came out at the Bash event at the National Corvette Museum that they hold each and every year, and what an honor to have the representatives from the Corvette team and other people from Chevrolet there at that event, right there where they make this amazing car. The 24 E-Ray was the big conversation, but that car was driving around as a test mule back in 2018. Now, it didn't have the wide Z06 body yet, but you just never know. Let's face it, a lot of people think they do. You just never know what's underneath the camo. There's so much, even right now, hiding in plain sight. A couple of more announcements from the NCM Bash event, and then we'll get into some of the 24 changes. It was a bummer to hear this. He's done such a great job for us. Kai Spandy, Bowling Green Assembly Plant Manager, is taking an early retirement.
This is a little bit of a collage of pictures that have been taken over the years for me. I'm here to tell you that effective July 31st, I retired.
And Kai, I know you've heard it 1,000+ times already, but let us here on the channel also say the same sentiment of thank you so much for your service. We know this is the most complex and the most challenging Corvette to build ever during the most challenging times, and you've done a great job for us. So thank you. We wish you well. So for 2024, it brings the first ever hybrid Corvette, the E-Ray, and it brought immediately a lot of controversy from the NCCC. Oh no, you're not allowed to compete in any events. Well, guess what? That was immediately retracted. Deb Murphy, the president of the NCCC, said the National Council of Corvette Clubs has adjusted Section 1.8.14 of our event rules to allow the inclusion of hybrid vehicles in NCCC events. The rule was originally intended to only apply to fully electric vehicles. The Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray will be allowed to compete. I believe the quickest Corvette in history will be a great addition to future events. So let's talk some more 2024 Corvette. Remember, production is supposed to start September 5th because 23 production has extended until September 1st. One of the things that was, again, the original press release on 2024 was the E-Ray a few months back, and they said the new E-Ray would include auto stop start, and so would other Stingray Corvettes. But they did announce at the NCM Bash event that the auto stop start is only right now going to be on the 24 E-Ray, not on the regular Stingrays. Whew. I know you could turn the feature off. I just hate that. You'd be sitting there, good. It's like, on a Corvette, the team's doing all they can to prevent that being on the regular Stingray. So far, they're winning that battle. We'll see how it all shakes out. And during the presentation, the team had asked the crowd, hey, what do you think about adaptive cruise control? And everybody said, okay, I don't know what the big deal is with that, but if they're asking the question, it's coming. It's just a matter of when. And for 2024, when you turn your mode selector, we're supposed to get some new animations. Also new for 2024, the Stingray gets a new set of wheels. What do you guys think of those? Okay, yeah, my thoughts too. I like Z06 and E-Ray. Okay, keep moving forward. New stuff for 2024 include a soft close on your front trunk. And here's some new standard safety features: automatic emergency braking, following distance indicator, forward collision alert, lane keep assist with departure warning, front pedestrian braking, and IntelliHigh Beam auto assist. I told you guys there was a lot of stuff coming for 24, so let's talk about the new colors. Keep in mind the visualizer, build your own tool on Chevrolet.com. That will be live on July 18th. The order guide, it'll show any options that we haven't talked about yet. It gives you everything in the packages, what's available, what's standard. That is going to be published on July 10th. As soon as I get a PDF done, I'll get that up on social media and we'll share it with you guys here on the channel. New colors, we've talked about it Here we go. Riptide Blue replaces Elkhart Lake Blue. Just a little bit lighter, different, brighter rendition of Elkhart, if you will. A great looking color on the car nonetheless. And again, one of the reasons I'm really upset I didn't get a chance to attend the NCM Bash event, I didn't get a chance to put my eyes on the Seawolf Gray. These new colors, wanted to give you that feedback, but thank you so much for sharing the pictures with us, so at least we can have a conversation tonight. Seawolf Gray is being well received. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person. I saw a hood when I did my tour last month, but I think that color's going to go over pretty well. And how about, here we go, we teased it like we did the caffeine color, more on that in just a second, but the cacti, once I'm seeing some of these pictures you're looking at now, in the feedback I'm hearing from a lot of people, this is starting to be well received. It is so different. And what I wanted to know, and I found out thanks to Keith, the Corvette blogger, the Artemis interior is not exclusive to the cacti. It's just the way that they've been marketing that color. So you can basically get any color you want inside the cacti. I'm not sure what you would do with that. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to ordering for 24. But yeah, black would probably work. Gray would probably work as well. But the cacti color is different. It's got a different tone. Yeah, there's something unique about this. I think this is going to go over. I don't think it'll be a 1%er. It'll probably come in overall production, maybe 3-4%, but not the 1% or less that you would expect it to be. But yeah, look forward to more from this cacti color for sure. So let's talk some more unique colors. The one that was introduced on C8 a couple of years ago, and we teased it to draw attention to that color. And we did. I saw a little red tint in that caffeine, and we called it a meatloaf. How about doing adrenaline red interior with a caffeine? We just delivered one. This, I tell you what, guys, I like it. I like the uniqueness. You know, I like bold, loud, and proud, and unique, and crazy. This is all that and then some, and it works. The adrenaline red with the caffeine. I can't wait to see the breakout. There's got to be less than 5 of these made for 2023. But it's very well done. It's very unique. You got to give it some props. I think it looks good. And once you saw the caffeine out, you know, out in the sun and on a full car, because when we first saw it, we first started teasing about it, it was on a fender and it was inside with lights on it. It actually set up very well. It was a great looking, and I say was because it's the end in 2023. We've got one more coming for Rick and his wife out in Washington. Going to share that with you. But this car for the young lady that bought it here in Columbus, wow, what a car to show off. The Caffeine Metallic for 2023. And real quick, guys, before we go, let me just shed a little bit more light on my recent drive of the Z06 on the NCM Motorsports Park. If you saw that video, if you missed it, there's a link down there. There's a link up one of these places in your YouTube app. Check that out. I was very raw, very real with you guys, beating myself up a little bit. I kept looking at the PDR footage and going, man, what the heck did I do wrong? And then I realized I was doing exactly what I told you not to do. When I'm doing something right, I want you to learn from it. But when I'm doing something wrong and I'm not afraid to share it, I want you to learn from that too. And this was basically probably a little more geeked up to drive that car, and I wasn't concentrating. When you're on track, I want you to experience that because it's such a different element to driving your car. But when you're on track, you need 100%, not 99, 100% focus. Yes, I was distracting myself because I was concentrating on doing the vlog. Hey, dummy, drive the car and shut up and pay attention. Focus, concentrate. So I'm going to get, because I have to, for myself and for you guys. So you realize that I am learning, I am getting better, and I am having fun driving a Corvette in that manner on track. So the next time, great suggestion from one of our viewers, do the video, and then I can come back and I can narrate it and edit and then talk about what you guys are seeing and what I did. That way I can concentrate what I'm doing on track. Another great suggestion is, because I'm thinking of different ways to bring you stuff so you can really, it's so hard to capture it on camera. If you've heard of Z06 in person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I love the idea. They said mount a microphone or a camera in the coupe area right on top of the engine. Oh, yeah, man. So that's coming soon. When? I don't know, but sooner than you think. And real quick, let me just say this again, too. I know there's, because people are like, hey, I'm really surprised you shared all that, Rick. I want to keep it real. I said we got to learn from my successes and my mistakes, and that's the stuff I want to do on this channel. But some people are out there talking on YouTube about my driving, and hey, I admit my ability is minimal at best, but getting better. But they were making comments on what happened and not having the right information, dogging out the Z06 and dogging the PTM settings. Hey, knucklehead, I wasn't even in PTM. We were just in the standard sport setting. So let's set the record straight, because I know what I did and I know what I can still do, and I can't wait to share that with you. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's upload. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I told you we had a lot to talk about and catch up on with Corvette, and I'm proud to do it right here on the channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Sorry, not going to be a Tech Tuesday in the format that we have with the Q&A for this coming Tuesday. As you saw, Chuck is extremely busy. Again, thank you to all those customers understanding the delays as we get your new cars ready to go. But before you go, that's right, we're not done yet. We're going to show off some great looking cars. These are your beautiful rides. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You thumbs up this video and make comments down below. Check out some of the other links in the description. We talk about past videos, vendors that I support. It's Corvette family right here, man. Good to see you. Thanks again for joining us tonight.
I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting, when your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that.